All right, man. Shout out to the brother Myron for sending this to me. He sent me an article saying that previous sex partners can pretty much affect the DNA of a baby with the primary donor, all right, or the primary partner. Now, I remember I was walking Miles, this is my pit bull, my mixed pit bull. Got thrown out there. He was like, "Oh, he in the pure pit bull." No shit, dummy. But I basically was walking him, and I was had some good conversation, met some good people, and a guy came up and told me that, did you know that in dogs, when a female can get pregnant by more than one male dog at a time, so she can have a litter, and one dog can have one other dog DNA in it and another dog's DNA, so she can get pregnant by multiple dogs. So I found that very interesting, man. And and in human, biology, well, a lot of times with animals, some of the things do kind of run, parallel, right? And at the end of the day, this makes sense. I mean, you hear things like, semen can, live inside a woman for 5 days. You heard a man's DNA can sit inside of a woman for 7 days. You know what I'm saying? So think about that for a minute. So if it's sitting in there for 7 years, why wouldn't it affect? And this just, this just speaks to the point of us continuing to say that women want to you know have sex like men. They want to be around here, talk like men, hold around like men. They want to cheat like men. They want to be men. They want all the benefits of being a man, but none of the cons. I always say that they want, I call it selective equality. That's exactly what I call it. I call it selective equality. They don't want to let go daddy government. They don't want to let go all the numerous um the numerous programs to help women, and take on the dwindling programs to help men. It ain't that many programs to help men out. Think about that for a minute. It ain't that many programs that's there to help men. You know what I'm saying? It's not that many programs that's there to benefit the dude. you know. But women don't understand that, but they want to hold around and they want to cheat like men. They cheat more than men. I keep telling y'all that. A lot of women act flabbergasted when I say that, but they cheat more than men. And I continue to say that. And I can prove it. And I can continue to keep proving it. But nonetheless, um, you know, but this speaks to the another, you know, possible proof on why it's true. Like I continue to tell people, when you talking about you continue to talk about, women kind of want to sleep around like dudes and stuff of that nature, right? When you continue to speak on that aspect of it, um, you know, it's like, they are more susceptible to STDs, STIs, and obviously all the other sexual diseases that come, um, with sex sometimes, especially when you're doing it unprotected sex. They're more susceptible with it because they have an open womb. You can look all this stuff up. This is public information. This is public information. You can look all these things up. They're more susceptible to it. All right. So it's just, reason 1 million on why women can't sleep. We're not made to sleep around and whore around and get their rocks off like men. That just speaks to it again. you know. And this ain't no shade towards women, but it is what it is. So let's get to it. Um, so you can go to omegagoldenfertility.com. You can even type in this first part, previous sex partners and women reproduction. It says, did you know a woman's previous sex partners can impact a woman's offspring? Yes, you heard it right. Recent research has confirmed this, although this theory dates to ancient Greece, where it was an accepted fact. However, genetic theory in the 20th century disregarded this until now. Scientists at the University of New South Wales discovered a new form of non-genetic inheritance that have shown for the first time that physical traits of previous sex partners can be passed on to future children. According to research, the effect is because molecules in the uh, with a seminal fluid of the first male mate are absorbed by the immature eggs of the female, which then influence the development of the second male's offspring. The lead study author, Angela Cream, was quoted saying, quote, our discoveries complicate our entire view of how variation is transmitted across generation. It also opens exciting new possibilities and avenues of research. He said to research this conclusion, Crean and colleagues Anna Copes and Professor Russell Bondarsky manipulated the size of male flies and studied their offspring. They found the size of the young determined by the size of the first male their mothers had mated with, and not the second male who was the biological father. Crean further explained, quote, we found even though the second male sired the offspring size was determined by the mother's previous mating partners ate as a maggot. So so there you have it. You continue to see saying certain things, and and it's still new developing breakthroughs. Some previous scientists sit there and they disregard things, and now with technology able to expand, now you learning more and more things about what's going on in the previous partners and stuff of that nature. So um and it makes sense, when you sit there and you talk about um that how long semen can sit inside of a can sit inside of a can sit inside of a woman's wound or whatever. Why wouldn't it have an impact on DNA? I don't think you can believe science have to tell you that. You know it do. This is why you got some dudes that's protecting their seed now. Some dudes is practicing semen retention. You got some dudes that um you know you got some women, excuse me, that just sit there and they all emotionally messed up and mentally messed up. It's kind of like Rogue from the X-Men when she kept taking everybody power, and all the memories and stuff kind of built in, and she kind of needed to hit the refresh button, or she needed to reset her body before the personality took over. That's kind of like when you have sex for men and women. When you have sex so many partners, there's a physical, obviously we know there's a physical connection. There's also a spiritual and emotional connection. And a lot of people mix those energies up and mix those traumas from their partner up and wonder why there's an imbalance in mental and spiritual and physical health. This is why a lot of men and women weren't made to sleep around, especially women. They weren't made to sleep around. A lot of these dudes are off balance. They wasn't made to sleep around either. You mixing all those different energies and all that different stuff inside your body. Your body wasn't made for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the honest truth. Your body wasn't made to be going through all of that. You know, but teach his own. Said the research noted there we go. The research, okay, I don't even know why that came up. The research noted that various non-genetic inheritance mechanism make it possible for maternal or paternal environmental factors to influence the characteristic traits of a child. The study, which has been published in the journal Ecology Letters, has raised many questions about the transmission of certain traits. In another similar publication, a new study found that women carries living DNA from all the men she's ever had sexual relationship with. The startling discovery has made was made by researchers at the University of Seattle and the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. The discovery was made by accident when the team was initially attempting to find if a pregnant woman with a son are more susceptible to neurological diseases than men are more vulnerable to. The study began to take a turn when the scientists uh, dive deep into the female's brain. Discover They discovered that the woman's brain possessed male DNA known as male microchiasms. Is defined by the presence of a circulating cell uh, bidirect, bidirectionally transferred from one genetically distinct individual to another. These cells are different from that of the cells that make up a woman. According to the study, 63% of females, 37 of 59 tests harbor male microisms in many parts of the brain. So I've heard this before, that the semen goes straight to a woman's brain, and that's kind of what make her a little bit loopy sometimes and go crazy. So now you may be confused by your father's DNA. Your DNA is unique because he and your mother combined to make you. At first, researchers thought that the male DNA found in female brain came from carrying a male while pregnant, but that was not true. Why? On a closer inspection, male DNA cells were still prevalent in the brains of women who've never even been pregnant. Scientists say there only four ways of male DNA cells are likely to show up in female brain: unknown abortion, there you go, possibly a vanished male twin, older brother transferred by maternal circulation, sexual intercourse. So there you have it. He says unknown abortion. That's wild. Finding the man's DNA in a woman's brain from the first three sources applies to only a small percentage of women. The only likely option research could account for in the 63% of women who had it through sexual intercourse. Uh, the implications of women are great. When sperm enters a woman, it swims until it hits the wall and then seeps into her flesh. If it's in your mouth, it can get in your nasal areas, behind your eyes, and even your inner ears. It then enters your bloodstream, collects in your brain and spine. You can never get rid of it. Ugh. He says, with every man and woman has sexual relationship with, she absorbs his spermatozoa. Hopefully, I know I said that wrong. Which becomes a part of you forever. The study autopsied the brain of elderly women. Many of the women have been carrying male DNA for 50 years. This startling fascinating discovery is only the beginning of understanding the true consequences of sexual intercourse. He said, "We hope to find the piece of very informative. You can book a consultation with us for more." So, once again, why women shouldn't sleep around with multiple partners? Why they wasn't made for that? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you know, but that's just my opinion. I mean, obviously, this is backed by a resource, but still, women gonna want to do what men do because they mothers and their grandmothers and great grandmothers, who are very ignorant to shit like this, told them to. You know, that's just what it is. But let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Hit the link tree. Well, ain't no link tree, but hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV. Check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. I'm gonna have a link tree up and running, pretty soon. Um, but other than that, man, just keep sharing the video, sharing the channel, man. Check us out on TikTok, the very same name. I appreciate the love, support. Peace.